make sure you subscribe and hit the bell down below. Welcome to They're making our
He always is the bad guy who gets it in the end. He's out there stopping horses or falling off a train. You never won a gunfight, squabble or a brawl. For being such a loser, Hooper's really got it all. You can toss him, blast him, flip him and turn him, shoot him, hang him, bury and burn him. Chances are Hooper's back for more. Run him out, cross the ground, take a truck, run him down. He ain't easy, he's up and gone. You can hit him, kick him, gently abuse him, set him on fire, we'll abuse him. Heaven knows he won't hold a grudge. He'll look you in the eye and tell you with a smile there ain't nothing like the life of a Hollywood stuntman.
Synchronized sound.
We're here with Let's Chat, and we got Al, co-host, and we got Gary Littlejohn, which is known for his bikes, motorcycles, BMX, stunt work, and acting. We're going to ask him some questions about his history, which he's got extensive history of films and stunt work.
Yeah, when you Google that, you're going to be amazed. This is a deep, deep history with many layers, and you can see behind us some of the evidence of it. So look that up after you watch this.
Well, first, you're really known for your BMX bikes. The stunt work, you kind of were in the background a lot, but everybody knows you for your BMX bikes, for your motorcycles and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You've been Easy Rider. You've been in all kinds of magazines for it. How did you get started doing the motorcycles and the BMX bikes?
Yeah, I was into motorcycles first, and then a kid used to come by my shop, and he broke a bike, and I'd take it in and weld it up and fix it. And a few days later, they come back broken again. They did it 3 times. I said, well, I can't, and I never charged them, you know. And I says, this isn't going to work. And I figured maybe I can build something that won't break. So I got a bunch of tubing and welded it all together and made it to where I should be, and I gave it to him, and he couldn't break it.
Yeah.
So I said, maybe I should start making them things. And what I did, gosh, I made them by the thousands. And then I got into the 26-inch beach cruisers, and
Yeah, 26er. Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed it, but I used to make a side hack.
Yep.
And they used to raise side hacks.
Yeah,
I got a
BMX
part of
side
one.
hack,
It's
yeah.
still out there. I found the other day.
Huh.
And but it's absolutely amazing, the kids today, the things that they do on bicycles.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
Oh, yeah.
unreal.
Well, I mean, before you welded up that first bike, there was really no such thing as a BMX bike or
Yeah.
off-road bikes or anything like that. I know when I was a kid, I used to ride an old 53 Columbia with a Springer front end, balloon tires, and I rode that off-road all the time. It's what we did. We kids lived in the woods. Well, and you grew up here.
Some magazine found out about it and then came in and did a story on me, and I got the books in there. I made gas tanks too for motorcycles.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they did a big story on that. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy.
a lot of different art forms.
Huh?
It's all art one way or another. Building bicycles, building motorcycles, building tanks, acting, just different ways of art.
They did.
Okay, now a fan question. This guy was wondering, did you make a custom 26-inch bike for John Wayne's family?
Oh, Pat, yeah,
Pat Wayne?
yeah. He was my racquetball partner. We'd get together every once in a while.
Phone call.
I don't know if this. Howdy. I'm good. Hey, I got something going on here. Can you? We talk a little later.
Why don't we talk tomorrow, Gary? It's going to be real hot. I'm going to want to check on you anyway, make sure you're okay.
Oh, okay. I got that. They're doing my history.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sure, I'll try to talk to you tomorrow afternoon then later.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, enjoy.
Okay. Bye bye. That's the minister. I don't know how he found me. He's out of Whitehall, New York, and they found me here.
Wow.
And and he turned out to be a really nice man. I like him.
Yeah.
We studied the Bible together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So back to the question. You said you made a 26 custom bike for John Wayne's, is it son?
Yeah, Pat's. I think he still has it.
That's the rumor has it he still has it.
Yeah.
Now, how'd that come about? Did John Wayne talk to you, or?
I never worked with John, but I met him. I was on another show, and he was not too far from us, and I used to walk over and visit him, but he never comes over and visit us, you know.
And you got a question?
Well, I want us to go back to the beginning. You grew up here in West Rutland, true?
No, in Castleton.
In Castleton.
Yeah.
Well, how did you get from growing up in farm country Castleton to L.A.?
I was the Savories. They bought a farm, and of course I was a little kid, so I had to do what they told me. You know.
Work on the farm.
And so I stayed with them, and old man Savory got tired and set the house on fire, and I went to work for Fritz Plushak with his truck build cans of milk.
Oh, yeah.
And he was supposed to pay me $5 a week, but he never did. He says, "You're still in school, I can't pay you." So I quit him and walked into Rutland, and I wound up the Rutland restaurant. And Gigi Cassone's gave me a job.
Yeah.
And then the teacher that I had in Castleton there, it's a lawyer's place now, the school is.
Yeah.
And he came in and said, "What am I doing there?" And he says, "If I get you into high school, will you go?" I said, I can't afford it. I said, he came back a couple of weeks later. He says, "I got some people, will let you live with them. You just have to do some chores for them and go
to school."
I went to the high school, it's not up there now, it's down below and it's still a school, I guess, you know.
Northeast.
And anyways, I couldn't understand the word they were saying, so I quit. And I got a job in a laundry thing, and I've always managed to do something. And I lied my way into GE Electric. I worked there for 2 years, nights. They wouldn't put me on days. And I heard the other day that they're going to abandon that building and move up past 7.
No kidding. Huh.
So that's going to be gone.
Yeah.
But I said, I had a 48 Ford Coupe, and this girl I was dating, I said, "I'm going to go to California. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'm going." She said, "I'll go with you." And went to California and wound up getting work. Next thing I know, I'm in the picture business. I didn't even try.
No kidding. A lot of people try and don't get there. You didn't even try. What was your first job in a movie?
Oh gosh, stunt work.
Yeah.
You know. And,
Rolling around.
Well, you also told the story of your horse made a lot of money
oh,
when you had to flip it over. Now, how many jobs did you do rolling horses? Like,
for horses?
yeah, you used to roll the horse on top of you.
I bought a horse. Well, I traded a truck for this horse, and we used to go out every weekend, and I learned to follow them and raise them. So you raise it up, and then you'd go capital along, and you jerk his and you fall down. And he got real good at that, and he turned into like me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you've done a lot of westerns with
but
that.
that was,
A trained dumper. The horse wants to dump you. Yeah. So, a lot of stunt work in movies, westerns, actions, and what was? Do you have a favorite film that you worked on, or a favorite person that you worked with?
oh gosh, they were all my favorites, really.
It's hard when there's so many.
I probably had more fun on Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck, there's a great one.
He got quack food.
I was talking to Howard, and he got mad and used some magic and threw me across the room through a window, and I hit a truck.
Great
That
day.
was but it was a lot of. I hated it. We stopped it because everybody was so nice and we had a
Yeah.
good time.
Yeah.
Well, they shouldn't have took his key to his duckmobile, and then they'd have been fine.
Bug off.
Lord, what is that? You're a dead dope.
What's this, the key to your duckmobile?
Give me that, or you're gonna be sorry.
You better watch out. He's a master of quack food.
I'll whack fool him.
Yeah. Is it always kind of sad when the project ends and you wrap it up and everybody goes home?
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's, hey, I'm glad to get out of here.
The guy doesn't know where. Yeah.
Who was the worst person you worked with?
Huh?
Who was the worst person you worked with? Actor or director?
Oh, gosh. There's a bunch of them. There's a couple on the wall up there. They got the idea that they were stars and they could do anything they wanted, to say anything you want, and they were just mean.
Which one was the worst, do you think?
Huh?
Which one was the worst, do you think? That rings a bell.
Yeah. But
Throw someone under the bus.
I was on one show, and I think his name is Rivers. He was an actor, and we were doing some stunt work on a ship on some off the ocean, and the director needed a couple actors, and he said, "Use these guys; they're good actors." And I got an acting part on that,
Yeah.
and it wasn't a couple of years later. I was on another show, and this girl came out, and she looked like terrible. I says, "You're too pretty to be dressed like that." I says, "You go home and get some nice clothes on." I says, "You'll do it." Now she's a big star.
No kidding.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Rivers. I
Oh
can't.
yeah.
I look at my tapes. I could
Oh yeah.
give you a name.
Yeah. Wow.
You got any more? I got some when you're run out for a second.
Yeah. I was always aware. I knew about your bikes, but then when I really looked into it, I was surprised how popular they are today, right now.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of people.
Collectors.
They have clubs and they have collectors and all these people that follow them. I was really surprised to see that. That must make you happy, and that you have a legacy in bikes.
Well, I wound up with a team, and I used to take them to different states and enter them in the races, and they all do well.
Yeah.
So
Must have been a lot of fun traveling with a team like that.
that's why I kept the samples that I have. You know.
Yeah.
I got another fan question.
Go ahead.
We got a question about your forks. They want to know what kind of paint you used. They said they thought it was automotive paint, but they didn't know what kind of, was it Ford, or what was your frames painted with?
The bicycles?
Yeah, yep. The
Oh, I had a big crew. I'd send them to, and they would paint them, by the hundreds.
yep.
And and I had another company that did chrome plating, and I had a lot of chrome plated.
Yeah, I've seen those ones.
Yeah.
And it cheaper to chrome plate them than it was to paint them.
Wow. Was it paint or powder coat?
Yeah,
Was it powder coat? Powder paint?
yeah.
Yeah.
What was the scariest stunt that you pulled, and what movie?
It was about Bob was one of the stars.
Jay and Silent Bob? Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
Oh gosh, I can't remember. I'm bad with names. I can't remember names, but I had to jump on the back of a truck, big trucks, and I had a pipe wrench at the end of one, and I flipped the Cadillac and went down. I think there's a picture.
Right below you. Right above you.
And anyway, that was. I thought it was a good buy, and I didn't get a scratch. But it was hairy.
One of the cult classics that you did. It's Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Who?
Nightmare on Elm Street 3. That has Freddy Krueger, with the guy who was burned up with the claws on his hand. Do you remember doing that one?
No. I did so many, I can't remember. I did, I had to pay a bum down the beach, and they had me all dressed up in the wardrobe, and I went out in the street, and the cops arrested me for being a bum.
The real cops?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
And they come running, the
Good
crew
thing.
came running out. He belongs to us. He's ours.
You can't take it.
Good thing you weren't playing a bank robber. Wow. Well, quite a life, quite a story. It's nice of you to share it with everybody.
We gotta ask the Elvis question though.
Oh yeah, not now.
Okay, he met Elvis Presley in Speedway, which, that's a great movie. He's got the script right over here. And he met Elvis Presley. I heard that they told you not to talk to Elvis. Is that what I heard?
It what?
They told you not to talk to Elvis, and Elvis came up and talked to you.
Don't take any pictures. I can
Don't
talk
take
to
no
him.
pictures.
Yeah.
Now tell us a little about meeting Elvis.
Oh, he has to be one of the nicest people you ever meet. While we were talking, I think I told you, he had his band. We was in California, in Culver City, and he came up and he says, "I gotta leave. My wife's sick." And Elvis says, "No, you stay here." So what about my wife? He says, "Don't worry, I'll take care of it." He called in the guy that does all the arrangements, and they went to Tennessee and got his wife and a nurse and put him on a plane and brought him to California. And he rented a house just for them, and he never took them off the payroll or anything. He was just nice.
Yeah.
I would like to meet him.
Yeah. And you have the script over here on the wall from the movie. You have the script from the movie that's signed by Elvis on your wall here.
Yeah.
We'll show a picture of that.
Yeah, he autographed my script for me.
Yeah.
And we also saw there's Burt Reynolds. There's a Burt Reynolds signature out there.
Who?
There's a Burt Reynolds signature out in the garage.
Yeah.
That one's pretty cool. And any more questions?
Do you have any advice for young people that want to get into the arts, like stunt work or getting into pictures?
Boy, to tell you the truth, the way the world's running right now, I couldn't give advice to anybody.
Yeah.
But the best thing to do is, before this mess started, is just be around and try and do something and don't make a nuisance of yourself. And if you're going to do something, do it right.
Yeah. Good, solid advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna go for it, go for it. If you're gonna go for it, go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had a girl, she said one time, he got fired off a job because she couldn't figure it. she said, I'll die before I lose another job. And it's okay if I get up?
Sure. Yeah. What do you want? What is it you want?
I just want to, I'm going to sit back down. The ladies on
Little
the,
John ladies.
well,
Little black book
they
there.
did that. They made this. Anyways, LaFay Baker. And I was on the same show with her. And
Wow.
to watch over and take care of her. She was one of my trapeze girls. And all she had to do was a 20-foot high fall. And we went up to the building where she's supposed to jump out of. And I said, don't say nothing, don't, and aim for the center of the, airbag. And they held action, and she bailed out. And I never heard the airbag inflate. Never heard anything. So finally, I went downstairs and she missed the airbag. And I went over and put her in my arms, and she never woke up. She died.
No.
The paramedics come and took her away. And her mother was there watching.
Oh.
And her mother was a real nice lady. So
That's a tough one.
Put that back for you.
Wow. What about you? Any injuries from the...
huh?
Did you have any serious injuries from stunt work? Did you get hurt any?
All the time. I get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the real job is bouncing back.
Yeah.
That's great.
Now, did you did a lot of the setting up of the stunts and all that stuff?
That's it.
You did a lot of the setting up of the stunts and all that stuff.
Yeah, you have to set it up because if, like, you need a distance or you need what, and you just can't walk in to do something without analyzing it and make sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
And
Those
those cars that I jumped was all. I had a ramp. It was 32 inches high, and I was at a racetrack, and I jumped over all the racetracks, all the race cars, and made it, and so that worked out good.
He's got bigger balls than most anybody. I can tell you that.
Well, and like you say, you have to be smart about it. You have to set it up. I see you have credit as stunt coordinator. I think you have.
Yeah, a lot of times.
Yeah.
A lot of times I worked. There's a guy up there. He was a stunt coordinator, but he was mean. So I'd reorganize it myself.
Yeah.
And go ahead and do it. But there's a lot of nice time. You need a lot of nice people.
Now, I've heard that you say the one that makes you the most money still is Badlands. Is that true? Badlands with Martin Sheen. You were the cop in that one. You arrested Martin Sheen in Badlands.
It could happen.
That was 1973, I think. Badlands. Yeah.
Actually, I'll refresh his memory a little bit, I guess. I think if I have it.
Right there's where you called me.
Who did it, Ray?
You better not leave that Cadillac sitting out here.
Put your hands back of your head. I'll put the other one on yourself.
You gonna give me a call, Florida here, Sheriff? Think I'll take the juice?
Beats me.
No, I ain't got it.
Usually the people know who's going to be on the show. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's Badlands.
Yeah.
But that's Martin Sheen. And
I like Martin Sheen. He's a really nice guy.
And did you say Charlie Sheen was on set for that one?
Charlie was his other son, and I didn't like him.
He was a little boy then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the drugs all the time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
But his
heard
other
that about him.
younger son, who played Billy the Kid,
Emilio Estevez.
is,
Right
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
That's-
Emilio.
I never get his name down,
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's one of those hard names.
but he never changed his name.
No,
No.
Kept the Martin Sheen changed his name.
yeah,
It's not. It's really.
Estevez.
But
Yeah. Well, you met so many interesting people you got to meet and work with and everything. Quite a life. We see it here on the wall.
Walt Disney was a nice man.
Oh yeah, you met him?
He's the one that said, "Don't say nothing if you don't mean it." So this little girl, when she said, "I'll die before I'll lose another job," she did.
She did.
She shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
She should have just,
Jinx yourself.
either refused the job or went with it.
Yeah.
And that was Walt Disney?
He
Walt
said that.
gave me
He
a.
said that-
I got upstairs in the bedroom. I got a statue that he gave me that I'm proud of.
Oh, I'll have to get a picture of
I
that.
got a race car collection in the other room.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna shoot some pictures of some of your memorabilia, and we'll put that in the show too.
Huh?
We're going to put all that in the show. We're going to get some pictures and video of it.
Huh?
We're going to get some pictures and video of it if you don't mind. The
Yeah.
statue. He also, he's worked with Jack Nicholson. He's worked with so many actors.
It's a long, long list.
And,
Hundreds of movies.
We'll put some clips in here.
Yeah.
And, we want to thank you for your time.
Well, you're quite welcome.
And we will be putting this out online and on TV. So it's good to see you again, and we'll keep in touch. Thanks for doing the interview.
Great to meet you, Gary.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right, and check out Let's Chat and check out some of his films. You can just Google it, and there's
Gary Littlejohn.
Gary Littlejohn. Littlejohn's one word. And yeah, check out some of his films. He's usually a mean-looking. You're always mean-looking in the biker movies, or he's always playing the bad guy. Or
Yeah.
a lot of times you don't see him in the films because he's the one doing the ballsy stuff,
The stunts.
the stunts that you just don't, because it ain't the real people that are doing the jumps. So check more of his stuff out. Comment below. Tell us what you think of his bikes, his movies, and we will relay it to him. All right, thank you. See ya.
Cut.
All right.
Man, I've got nice legs. Look at that. Gorgeous.
I forgot one thing. Notebook.
How long you been in this house, Gary? How long have you lived here?
almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice house, a nice spot. I like it.
Yeah, I fixed the house up, and I had two carpenters come in. The first one just sold from me, and the second one was out of Rutland, and they were nice people, and they did a nice job.
Yeah.
I got 4 acres.
Yeah.
Is that his son? That's his.
Yeah. Presley. Named after Elvis Presley.
The only time I saw him probably was quite a few years ago.
Yeah. I think he was a little
I've
tiny.
been to his house.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Presley was a little tiny skipper then.
I don't think you could find a nicer person than Elvis. It's too bad.
No, I think
he
he's
got
great.
Messing around with drugs and it killed him.
Oh, you got the pump fire extinguisher?
Got what?
That pump fire extinguisher?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got a couple old ones. One looks like brand new. It's brass.
I got some wood just outside on the porch, just for an emergency. I've lost my electricity quite a few times here.
Yeah.
And only once this year so far.
Yeah, it's good to have backup heat.
Yeah.
I got a lot of bicycles.
Got a lot of what?
Bicycles.
Oh, you got bicycles?
I got a lot of them. I have about 50.
Wow.
Yeah. I have about 12 that I ride pretty regularly, but I got some antiques, and I got a lot of ones that need to be restored. I got older ones. I got a bike called a Mad Wagon.
Wow.
It looks like the frame looks just like a 26er of yours.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they copied it.
I had a dealer when I was in California, ordered 200 BMX bicycles.
Wow.
For me.
Yeah.
But I had 5 of Phil Welders. I was the 5th one, and we got them all out.
Wow.
You know.
And he bought them to sell them?
Huh?
He bought them so he could sell them? Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got a new bike. It's a touring bike for a long distance, and it's chromoly steel.
I got one in the garage over there. It's really old, but it's all there.
Yeah.
I'll show it to you when you get done. A route, and I saw it, and I said, "Oh man, I gotta have that." So I bought it from him. Wow. That's all one route except for the top, the table. For trapeze?
Yeah.
And he took that off of print and made and artist it.
Wow. This is in Gary's house. These are some of the artifacts and mementos that are spread about the house. All the other people he's worked with.
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson.
Forget his name. Elvis Presley.
That's the cover of a script from the movie Speedway that Gary was involved with, and started Elvis Presley, and Elvis signed the script for Gary.
Martin Sheen. Johnny Cash. That's from Young Guns. Howard the Duck.
That's a restored carousel horse. It's made entirely of wood. It's from California. Gary restored this. This is kind of what he does. And look at that. That's the repairs in the wood. And
going up the stairs. And in his bedroom, dear to his heart, is the Walt Disney puppet.
It was a gift from Walt Disney, a wooden Pinocchio marionette. These are all metal and cast iron models and cars, most of which that in this section here, these are motorized. They have gas motors, and they're all restored. That's the Little John special, but they're just so cool, and they're in abundance.
Yeah, he does pride himself on this toy building. He has a lot of fun doing it. Stickers, I know everybody wants those.
Yeah, little
and that's
bike stickers.
Here's the note from Dick Clark. This is a bike I sold for over $1,000 on eBay for Gary. We got a cut of. And this is the car that my son got built by Gary for him for his 2nd birthday.
That's where Gary actually gifted the bike to the monkey, and he kept it after the filming. This is Gary's garage.
That's my dad's red Subaru.
Not your average garage. All these are toys that Gary's restored. All metal, cast iron, and steel toys.
And yeah, that's his 40 Ford he built. He's had that one a long time.
And he won't sell them. Doesn't give them away. Doesn't sell them. Just wants to restore them and have them. He has hundreds and hundreds of them. They're great.
I actually had American Pickers wants to go to his house, but he said they're welcome to come over, but they can't buy anything, and they want to buy something. They actually just wrote me again.
That's a bike that Gary has that he didn't build or design, but he bought it because he just thought it was cool, and it is very unique, and it's a Taylor, which, if you know bikes, that's a whole different thing too, but really cool, strange build.
He got that from the dump, he said. It was in great shape.
Yeah, that they had saved it thinking of him. This is Gary's shop. It's still an active shop, but now instead of building bicycles or motorcycles or stunt devices, he restores metal toys and vehicles that you'll see plenty of in the video. But it's filled with more memorabilia, mementos, pictures of friends. These are all the frames that he is known for making, the monoshock.
The Burt Reynolds signature.
There's a movie about a stuntman, and the primary stuntman in it is Gary. Forks still sell for good money and still in demand.
Yeah, I sold a bunch on eBay for him too. There's some of the toys he's working on right now.
Gotta have the toys, gotta get the job done.
Yeah, there's him and Jack Nicholson. This is his wall in his garage. It's just full of his movies. There's a bike he built. What was it? Chariot.
Yeah, that was the Cinderella, I think.
The Cinderella car, yeah. That was featured in a bunch of his bike movies.
That's the one. The memorabilia and mementos between the garage, the shop, which we're seeing now, and the house, it's really overwhelming. It's just tells the whole story of 3 to 4 careers.
I should get that soundtrack on vinyl.
Building motorcycles, to building movie motorcycles, to building bicycles, inventing bicycles, riding the motorcycles and doing stunts in movies, then becoming a full-on stuntman, actor, stunt coordinator. That's a plaque that shows that Gary's in the BMX Hall of Fame. He's also, I think you'll see later, that he's also in the Stuntman's Hall of Fame. And I don't know how many people you know that are in 2 Hall of Fames, but I don't know that many.
Especially in such different range.
Yeah. Like I said, multiple careers. Made a splash at all of them.
And there's the 46 Ford that he drove. It's custom. He drove down to California.
Yeah, Rutland, California. There's a Rutland Fairgrounds in the background you can see there.
won't hit you. Hi, Brad.
No, as a well-seasoned guy, I appreciate that.